We're gonna draw today. I want to do another rose for my coloring and create book, and I can't wait to show you. On Friday, we'll go over the samples that I got. I got a sample paper pack from Mixam, the company that I plan to use for my book. So for the past few days, I've been absolutely obsessed with finding a streaming platform that I can use, that's not going to break the bank, that is going to work, you know? And here we are. And here we are, because I have not found that yet. I do have OBS Studio. It's free. I ran into a bunch of problems with it. Actually, let me say, not a bunch of problems. I'm exaggerating on the amount of problems. It's just that the actual problem is a huge one. And that's, that problem is that my camera, oh my God, these flowers are beautiful. Problem is that my camera, it's like the bit rate is like horrible. Like, I know it's not my internet connection, because the little camera on the, I'm using a laptop, right? So I have OBS Studio, which is it's an open source, free streaming software that you can use, but obviously you have to do a lot of your own little things to it to make it work the way that you want it to. And so I wanted to use, I have 2 iPhones. I wanted to use both of my cameras to have different scenes, so you can see this and you can see that. Anyway, I know it's not my internet speed, because the camera laptop is fine in terms of the lag situation. It's not an issue. However, the iPhones are just total junk. So OBS Studio was my obvious. I'm just going to start drawing, yes, because I'm chatting, and I don't want to waste time. So OBS Studio was the obvious first line, right? It's free. I'm going to have to deal with I'm going to have to do some techie stuff for anything. And I learned, I used StreamYard as like a test, right? And I know that I know how to figure that out. But I thought, okay, let me try OBS, see if I can manage this. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't enjoy I don't enjoy the tech part. I had to download another app, of course, so that I could use my phone as a camera, which was actually, it's so cool that you can do that, and I'm glad. I feel like it should be built in, but whatever, it's free, so who am I to complain? It's like free. Although the actual app is not free. It costs like $11 a month, or you can buy it. I'm not making an advertisement for them. I'm sorry. Why am I telling you all this? Thanks, Mr. Cavish. I'm trying to work with what I have. Thank you, Joni. I like that phrasing. That's exactly what this is about right now. That's exactly what it's about. And I thought, well, what's my goal? What do I want? What I want is to be able to have different angles, right? So what I want is to be able to move my phone. Well, okay, twofold. I want to be able to show you my face. That's huge. That's important. You know, I feel like if I can do that, if I can figure out a way to do that, to be on camera with you guys, then that will go a long way, you know, in terms of, oh, that will go a long way. So here I am fidgeting with my camera again. And so that's one. 2, it's like, wouldn't it be cool if I could have different angles easily, that I could just switch my phone back and forth? Like, because sometimes when I'm drawing, you want to have overhead. And I don't know why I'm sorry for no reason. I don't know. because I want to give you guys the best stream, and I want to grow my channel, and I want to grow my community here. So I guess that's the answer right there. So thank you for being here. I want to have this screen. I also want to have another screen. I want to have a screen over here in the corner where you can look like really close up. So when I'm doing ink, you can see, you know. So I think I might get another Canva lamp, the magnetic one for that, because they're so, it's such an awesome product. I can move my phone around. If I had two set up, one over top and one to the side, I could literally just move my phone around quickly and easily and not have all the jumbly stuff going on. I should probably make a video to show you, but let's hold off on that, and maybe some other day, maybe I'll get into that. But and I don't only have one of the new ones anyway. I have an old one that's holding my face right here. My old Canva that I use, I take it around my house and use it in different phone holders. And then this one, which is brand spanking new. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. I love it. And it holds my camera with a magnet, which is so easy to just like pop in and out. It's just the best. I love it. I mean, I literally just got it last night. I'm absolutely in love with it. I love the company. They continue to innovate. They do not just sit on their laurels, you guys. Like these guys, and I'm not sponsored. I'm just a fan. Although hey, Canva. Hey, Canva. Hey, Canva. I'm Canvas, not Canva. Canvas. Uh-oh, I wonder if other people do that. Confuse the name. Yeah, Canvas. Canvas lamps. Awesome. Awesome company. I'm actually gonna I think I'm gonna jump in potentially purchase one of their mics too, because I trust them that much. I trust them that much. And I just think that they're that great with their lamps. Like even the clamps, they have improved the clamps. And the clamps before are good. They're great, but they even improved the clamp. Okay. It's like I don't really think they had to. It's not a place where they would have had to make improvements if they didn't, you know, want to continually innovate, and they did an amazing job. So I love the new clamp. I love my lamp, my new one, and I am going to continue to purchase their products because I just think that I think they're that amazing. So the problem with OBS Studio, you guys, was literally like you could not, you just couldn't, you couldn't see anything. It was like a mess. It was just a blur. It was an awful, awful blur. And it was sad. I was just like, really? I can't do this. And then I tried different things. I tried changing bitrate, kbps, and I checked my speed, and you know, the speed of I checked the speed of my computer, my laptop, which is my husband's laptop. Thank you, Matt. And I checked and it was fine. I checked the speed of my phones, fine. And I kind of knew it wasn't the laptop where I figured it out because the lag on my little head, on the little on the laptop camera was not a problem. It was the phones. My phone cameras were just awful. And I mean really bad, like totally awful. And I was like, I am gonna be obsessed with this until I find a solution to this. And at this point, okay, I thought maybe it was my cable, my lightning cable. Like I needed one that didn't have a adapter, or didn't have additional little dongles hanging from it, which I had. So, I don't want to get too into the weeds with this stuff because it's boring. I mean, I went through it. I don't want to subject you to listening to it. You know what I mean? I just want to keep you in the loop on what's going on. And I did a lot of testing yesterday. I ordered more connectors, but I don't think they're going to work for my phone to the laptop for the camera for the sake of seeing if they're going to improve the stream, the picture. I don't have any hope. I think I think I'm stuck. I just don't think it's going to work. I think it's like very buggy. I think it's very picky and moody. I think OBS is, especially for doing um using your phone as a camera. I mean, there's other apps that I could download and try, and I don't know if they work in conjunction with the OBS for camera one, or if um or if they don't. It's hard to know until you do it. Like a lot of these things, like people aren't like spelling. I like things spelled out. Like, give me all the details. I need to know everything. But you know, hey, if I knew everything to begin with, would I? That's my phone camera. If I knew everything to begin with, would I even do it? Would I? Would I jump in? I don't know. I'm gonna straighten you out a little bit. Maybe if I can do that, see if that works a little better for you. Yeah, I don't know. So I feel like it is, honestly, I think that my little bitty obsession for the past couple days was really affecting the quality of my streams, because yesterday's morning stream was a no-go because I did a test and it didn't work. And I think it was up for like half the day and then I put it on private. I mean, it was really nothing. It was me and like it was a mess basically. And I'm just fidgeting. I'm just fidgeting with my camera, excuse me. I'm just trying to get it. Just trying to get it so maybe my head won't be in the way. I don't know. What why am I bothering, right? Because I want you guys to see my little head. You guys to see me. Hold on a second. I'm trying to take this and flip it. See if that works. Okay, let's see if that will that be better. Will that be better? That might be better. Let's see. I'll look back in a second. Yeah, so then I'm thinking, okay, well, here's my budget. I mean, I don't really have a budget for this, but I would invest in it. I would invest. If needed, I would do like $20 a month. I know that's a lot too, right? For this, but I would if I felt like I needed to. Even saying that out loud is kind of like, really? No, I don't want to spend $20 a month, but I would if I had 1080p. If everything was there for me. I'm doing this twice a day. Like I want it to make it as easy as possible, right? As painless as possible in terms of the tech, because I don't find it fun to fidget around with my tech, you know what I mean? Like that's not. Let's see which flower this is before I move forward. It's not it's not fun. Okay, first of all, I want to look at this flower and I feel like my flower is just not, my flower isn't bringing me joy right now. I'm going to stand up for a little second. I'm just going to stand up for a second. Let's see. I just need to make it a little, because we have the center here. And then we have let's do this. All right, that works. That's good. Great. That works. That works. I needed the space. I need to feel space. I need to feel fullness over here. I looked at my center. I think of it as like a sphere. It's a sphere, the flower, right? It comes out, but it's basically like a sphere. And the center, I want the center point to go all the way through the flower and then to the tip of the end. And, you know, as you go through, it gets like more, it's denser and smaller leaves on top. And then it flows out as you go through. So if I had a thread and it went through the entire flower through the center, I'm seeing it like through here. And then I want to feel that here, and I wasn't feeling it. So I want to make this a little bigger. And I know I'm drawing into this side, but I'm just going to leave it because this is going to be ink, and I'm going to put it into my book, my rose book. So it's going to be okay, is what the bottom line is. It's going to be fine. And it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine because this page, the art is going to be fine. It's not going to be impacted by that. So this flower is called, near right, Altissimo is this one. Dublin Bay is the near right one. City of York, far right top. That's that one. Dublin Bay. Its flowers bloom in waves throughout the season. That's this one. Okay. Compassion, extreme right top. Wait a minute here. Extreme right top, that's that. Dublin Bay, near right. Is that this? I hope. Far right bottom, America. So this is America. This is America. Compassion, extreme right top. City of York. Far right top. I'm confused. Dublin Bay? Yes. This is City of York, right? I'm going to do a quickie Google search because I want to make sure that I write the right name of the flower on this. So I'm going to squeeze over and I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to go to, this is tricky. Oh, you know what I can do? You know what I can do? I have my iPad. I can keep you guys up here on my laptop. Hold on a second. Okay. Just had, there we go. Okay. Here's my iPad. And then just gonna make sure that plug doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Let's look on my iPad real quick. Let's look on it. Oh, I hope I didn't. Oh, okay. Oh, I hope. Sorry. I just wanted to check my volume and make sure that sometimes my mic, okay, I try and keep it charged well. And Cavish, I know the other day I was streaming without my mic on and it sounded fine. I have my mic on today because I think sometimes it doesn't sound fine. So that's, I don't know. I'm not convinced because I did do another stream after the one that we were on where you guys told me that it sounded better without the mic. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to use my mic anymore. And then I didn't use my mic for a different stream and it was just not happening. I was very muffled. So let's look this rose up. This is called City of York, I believe. I'm going to look it up here. City of York. Oh, York rose. See? is it going to be? The City of York Rose. Let's see images. Yep, that's it. It's it. Great. Oh, it's also called Ramblin' Rose. That's kind of cool. So I love it when you can find different names. So I'm going to actually Google in data points. So I'm putting in City of York Rose data points, and I'm going to go to all. I'm going to see what comes up. Okay. Because this is really like a good way to just like figure out some data points to use. Life type small shrub. Okay, let's go to help me find. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Cheers. Cheers. It's my leave me alone mug. Leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Come to my stream and hang out with me. We'll draw together, make stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I'm starting to create like loose schedules of content of like what I will be talking about that day and what I will be doing. So that stuff is in the posts area of my channel. So I have scheduled like things that I'll talk about, like not everything, obviously. This is super loose and open-ended, but I have, some of the things I'm gonna talk about and be drawing or working on for the next few days in there. And that's really, I think, a great start for me for planning, planning out what's going to happen every day, because it's loose enough, and it's loose enough for me because I really do need flexibility, because I feel like these streams are to share and promote creativity, but also how you expressed your creativity in your daily life, and like how it is expressed every day in little ways, in bigger ways, in all the ways. And it's kind of like a window into one person's way that they do it, like I'm going to design or create rather a greeting card for a loved one's birthday, do a stream about it. I'm going to work on my coloring book project, put it in my streams. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like showing the ways that I am putting creativity into my daily life, and, inviting you to do the same and to have ideas for ways that you can do the same. So that's that. Let's look at these data points here. We have, and we're just going to go right in. I'm just going right in here. We're not even going to mess around. We're just going to go because it's 10:37, which is great. Great. But I do want to get things going here. White, near white, or white blend large flowered climber. Let's just use large flowered climber, because that's kind of the base, right? White, near white, or white blend. Tall, climbing, glossy, leathery foliage. Zones 5B and warmer. Can be used for garden or pillar. Hardy, vigorous, disease susceptibility, very disease resistant. commercially available. Average rating, excellent. Bred in Germany, 1939. Floribunda. All right, let's just go for this. This is called the... Can you believe I just forgot the name of it for a second? Oh my God, what's going on here? City of York. The camera holder's kind of in my way, but that's okay. Let's try and work with it, shall we? I'm gonna do a lot of erasing. City of York. Let's do another cursive. Oh, phone holder, you're in my way. You're in my hand's way. But anyway, so that's the scoop. Oh, with streaming platforms. Okay, I didn't actually finish telling you. So a few days ago when I did a stream on StreamYard as a test, and I used that for one of my streams, and it's up on my channel. I didn't realize that StreamYard free plan only streams you in 720p, I think, which that's just not enough for me. It has to be higher res than that, you know, like it has to be. That's not enough. I make artwork. You know what I mean? Like, sorry guys. So that means I would have to pay for a plan. So I was on, you know, looking at the plans, and I could have sworn I saw one for like 20 bucks. That you could pay $20 a month. So I thought, okay, you know, I did get to a point where I was like, I think I'm going to do that. Oh, let me back up. The actual stream, the stream that I did on StreamYard was great, except for the 720p. It's 720, right? It's not 760, it's 720. Okay. That was the issue for me. I was like, this stinks. Like, I can't have that. But the actual stream was fine. It didn't lag that I saw. It didn't, you know, drop off. I didn't have pixelies or anything like that. So I was content with that. It's easy to use. It's easy enough for me to use. And compared to all the pain points that you get when you use something that obviously something that is free and open source, that's great. I'm glad they exist. More power to you, to people who know how to figure out and troubleshoot all that little stuff. And I am like a dog with a bone. If I have a problem, like I want to get to the bottom of it. But I have to tell you, like, I do techie stuff when I have to, but I don't enjoy it. It's not like fun for me. And I'm always like, why can't I have like a little pocket pal who can just like solve all my problems? I just want to be able to like go into my pocket and be like, hey, Kazoo, come and help me, you know? Can you set up my computer for me? You know? Um, and I don't have that. I mean, I was really like, geez, do you think TaskRabbit? Do you think I should call TaskRabbit? And I'm like, I don't want to get into that, because then we're like really into it. You know, if I do that, although, you know, sometimes you call a TaskRabbit and then they give you their information for like later, you know, then they're like, hey, if you want to call me again, here's my number. If you want me to fix something else for you, I can do it away from the TaskRabbit world. I love that. Speaking of which, I just thought of somebody I know who does use, oh, I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I can move this. Oh, I can move this. You know why? Because it's totally cool and new, and I love it. And I'm gonna see if I can move you a little bit with this. But in the future, I'm hoping that I have another one just set up, guys, just set up that I can just move easily like that ish. Okay, it'll be better than that. But I do know somebody like who's very close by who actually does use he uses like TaskRabbit and stuff, and then so he probably has called TaskRabbit in the past and gotten someone to do tech stuff for them, and then probably has their number. You know what I mean? Which I love that. Like more power to the people, right? Power to the people. Oops, sorry. I just sang on my stream. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. So I think that's like something potential. But okay. Okay. So that thought went out of my head. I didn't think of that yesterday, and it's probably better that I didn't anyway. So the thought did jump into my head to use a TaskRabbit. I didn't think of that person, but that's okay. I decided maybe I should. Bye, Joni. Hey, thank you for coming. So nice to have you here. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. Forgetting my thoughts here. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna look up a different I'm gonna look up a different I'm gonna look up different streaming platforms to see what's out there. Like really see what I could get because I gotta have 1080p. That's super important. But I'm not looking to do anything super many people or this and that. I just want to stream often and I want to stream in 1080p. Yeah, like there's just nothing for me out there that's not $40 a month, you know what I mean, that I could find. I looked Vimeo, obviously. Well, I thought, I mean, you don't know until so I looked around and I was like, oh, that's $75 a month. That's not for me. So Vimeo was a no-go. And if I knew anything about how much these companies charge and like what I know they have great services, so that's fine. It's just not for me. It's not something I need. It's like way more than I need. And if I've learned one thing, it's don't buy more than you need. The problem is for me that I do need 1080p, even though it's just a little me here. And I need that, and I need the ability to just be able to use it every day. And I don't think that there's, I looked at Ustream. No, I looked at, well, obviously StreamYard, Streamlabs is not for me. That's like more for gamers, like it's interesting too, like the world of streaming, because I don't know, like I don't do gaming, and streaming is very popular for gaming, obviously, gaming streams and stuff, but that's not my world, and that's not my world, and that is just not my world. So that's really, they're gonna be catering to like a different people. So looking at Streamlabs, I was like, oh, okay, these people, there's like all this stuff that I don't need and don't want, so let's see. that. Go. Maybe like that. Let's see. Okay. What else are we going to use here? Large flowered climber. So that's basically where I am left. I'm just like, you know, but like I don't have a solution. However, I did figure out this cool website that, oops, I'm still out of the frame now. Sorry, guys. My little head. My little head over here. Over here, my little head. I did figure out a cool website that you can actually just mirror your screen. And oh, I have to, can I just say, hey guys, I apologize for being so, you know what I'm saying, overwhelmed here with like what's going on with like my little head camera. I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay. This is new to me. I'm just trying to figure it out. Unfortunately, it's a little bit taking up a little bit of my brain, unfortunately, which is not good. It's like, we don't want that. We don't want that at all. We don't want me to be preoccupied with my little head on the screen. We don't need that. Oh, okay. Where are we? Where are we? Large flowered climber. Let's do climber here. A little hand rest here. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting with me today, and thank you for your company and for your likes and subscribes. Large flowered climber. I can't wait to ink this. I'm going to ink this at 12:30. I'm going to ink this at my 12:30 live today. It's a quiet live, so I don't really talk that much at it, but it has been getting pretty chatty over the past few days, which is kind of fun. So yeah, I can chat there too, but it's kind of less chatty than this one. This one I was setting out to make my chatty one, but it's fine. Okay, let's see. Where what other data points? Hardy, vigorous. Can be used for garden or pillar. Let me see here. I'm just going to grab this real quick. Do that. White, near white, or white blend. Large flowered climber. Moderate fragrance, 15 petals. Large semi-double petals. Okay, I like that. I like that. Cupped bloom form. Spring or summer flush with scattered later bloom. I'm going to use that. Prolific. Let's say if it's prolific, that means I'm trying to change words because I don't like to use, I'm not copying people's words here. Prolific spring or summer flush with scattered later bloom. How would I reword this? Prolific. Consistent. Prolific is abundant. Abundant and consistent. That's good. Abundant and consistent. I'm going to sharpen my pencil. That's right. I'm sharpening my pencil. Abundant, consistent. Let's do like this. Let's move that up. Let's do like this. Hold on. I want to do like a wave. Like that. And then maybe we do one more flower down here. Right? Let's draw it. It's such a beautiful flower. I just love the shape of it. Very pretty. I like how it's both tight petals and loose petals at the same time. It's like loose on the outside and a little more snug in the center. And I like how they're like double blooms. I love that. I love a good double bloom flower. Okay, that's good. We get another flower there. And then guess what? How about some more light? Is that better? I just realized that my light was not, I had a whole other light. It was not being used. Okay. The other day, I was talking about, during the Van Gogh stream, when I did Van Gogh, I was talking about my hand drawing teacher that changed the way I draw hands and like kind of really in more than just one way, taught me like new ways to draw, uh, or new ways to see, I should say, to benefit drawing. And after that stream, I went on to I went onto the internet to look for some of his books. And I saw my favorite book from his, but it was out of my price range. So instead, I purchased a couple of other books of his. And I already got one of them. So I thought I would look through it and read some of it. And then I would come back and on a future stream, on a future daily stream, we could go through a little bit of it and I could talk to you a little bit about it. I thought that would be fun. He was a great teacher. He is now deceased, but I loved his classes that I took with him, and he wrote many books that were actually, they were class books that we used in courses. So, what was I going to write here? I was going to do abundant, consistent, spring or summer. Oh, let's do actually, instead of abundant and consistent, let's do consistently abundant. How's that? Better, right? I think. A little better. And I will be inking this at 12:30. Consistently abundant blooms in spring/summer. Let's make that little slash a cute little leaf. And then I have a little bit more room. I can do hardiness zones. I put the hardiness zones in often on these pages. Oh, let's do height. I always have a little bit of hesitance to do that because that's USDA zones. It's not like the world. And I want my book to be usable and understandable and appreciated, have the information appreciated by more than just people in my country. You know what I mean? So while it's okay, because it really is the art, like the art, the lettering and the art, and it's, decorative, but I also do appreciate the fact that it is informational, and why not have accurate information? Right? Like, that's important. So, and I want that information to be, valid, or what's the word I'm looking for? Relevant to everybody, if possible. Tall climbing, glossy leathery foliage. We already said it was a climber. Glossy leathery foliage. I don't really need to put that in. USDA zone. Let's say hardiness zone. And warmer. So that would be, I think that would be 5B and below 5, right? Because I think the warmer zones are lower numbers And I think in the colder zones are higher numbers because I live in a higher zone, so that's why I know that. Let's do height. GHT. And then we got height 8 to 20. Do that. 8 to 20. I feel like I'm going to walk right into this leaf here. We're going to move you, leaf. Oh, sorry. 8 to 20, and then we'll do inches, right? 8. Oh, no. No, 8 feet. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Obviously. Duh. It's not going to be 8 inches. Height 8 to 20. And then we have hardiness zone. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do another rose here. That. And then we're going to do some leaves like that. And then I'll put the hardiness zone here. Hardiness. Hardiness zones. 5B and warmer and warmer and warmer. Ooh, that looks a little jammed in there. Let's move that. Let's change that. 5B. Let's just turn that like that. And do and no. I am working to the spiral, so on this piece. I don't usually work that tightly to the corner, but I sort of had a little bit of an issue above on the rose where I didn't want to redraw it. 5B and warmer. What's another? Oh, this is driving me nuts. I gotta just change things here because the zone. Do I want to put hardiness is pushing everything that way. Warmer's a longer word. So it's giving me some issues. Let's do it again. And see if we can do it differently this time. Five, B, and yes. I'm gonna put a little loop here, warmer. Okay, there we go. Let's put another rose here, shall we? We have the room for it. All right. I'm wrapping this up. I'm coming back at 12:30, and I'm going to ink this, and I hope you'll join me. All right. Thanks for coming. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.